Vector Power is committed to building a team atmosphere dedicated to excellence in client service. At Vector Power, we encourage our employees and partners to follow the highest principles of integrity in performing their responsibilities at work, home, and in the community. Our customers are our top priority. Without them, we would not be here. Knowing this, our management promotes a culture of excellence built on providing each client with safe, reliable, and on-time solutions that improve their bottom line. It takes outstanding people to make this happen. That's why we recruit, hire, and train the most qualified workforce and continually reinvest in them to make them better. Our people work seamlessly as a team, communicating openly and honestly, while remaining directly accountable to each other. We work in a high-risk business and therefore look out for our fellow team members across our multidisciplined organization. In summary, the work culture at Vector strikes a perfect blend of good humor and seriousness, meant to foster effective teamwork in response to any challenging or critical situation. The simple definition of service quality can be stated as an assessment of how well a delivered service conforms to the client's expectations. Service-based companies often assess the service quality provided to their clients in order to improve their service, to quickly identify problems, and to better assess client satisfaction. A vital component in this assessment resides in the service provider's understanding of their customers' expectations and further their ability to manage their customers' expectations. When working with a technology-based service offering, managing a customer's expectation may involve consulting with the client, understanding their desired goal, and matching that goal with your offered technical services and/or industry's best practices and standards. Many researchers have struggled with the issue of how to measure service quality. Perhaps the most widely used measure is based on a set of 5 dimensions which have been consistently ranked by customers to be most important for service quality, regardless of service industry. These dimensions are as follows. Reliability. The ability to perform the promised service dependably and accurately. Assurance. The knowledge and courtesy of employees and their ability to convey trust and confidence. Responsiveness. The willingness to help customers and provide prompt service. Empathy. The caring, individualized attention the firm provides its customers. And tangibles. The appearance of physical facilities, equipment, personnel, and communication materials. What does reliability mean to Vector Power? Simple. We do what we promise without incident. This starts with our first interaction with the client. How well did we listen to the needs and goals of our client? How well did we define the scope of work? The better we define the scope of work, plan, and manage expectations, the better we are able to keep the job on budget and the better we are able to complete the job in the allotted time and reduce or eliminate out-of-scope work. Or more simply stated, the better we can perform as promised without incident if production needs or customer expectations change during the time of the service. If production needs or customer expectations change during the time period that the service is being performed, prompt communications is essential in managing expectations and bringing both parties, Vector and client, back to an agreed-upon scope of work. Incidents and delays negatively impact our ability to deliver what we promise. Vector has created numerous tools in the form of processes and procedures to ensure that work can be performed without incident and delays. These tools include Standard Operating Procedures, SOP, Electrical Safe Work Practices, SWP, Job Hazard Analysis, JHA, Risk Assessment, Energized Work Permit, Lifted Conductor Form. These tools, when used properly, reduce and/or eliminate incidents and delays. What does assurance mean to Vector? Show them why they made the right choice. How do we give the client assurance that they hired the right service company for the job? It is reflected in our workmanship. Our focus on detail, following manufacturer instructions, utilizing proper cleaning techniques and chemicals, using the proper tools and accessories and not improvising. We offer assurance in our professional conduct. This is demonstrated in our attitude and behavior, the manner in which we keep our work areas, keeping focused on the task at hand and eliminating distractions, and finally, our personal appearance. Impressions and perceptions are as strong or stronger than reality in a person's mind. Even when work is performed properly, poor appearance, attitude, and housekeeping develops doubt in the quality of work being performed. What does responsiveness mean to Vector's clients? It means that we demonstrate that we are part of their solution. Vector Power and our employees demonstrate this through our willingness to be part of the solution. When presented with opportunity and challenge, we can either dwell on the reasons why it can't be done or rise to the challenge and focus our energy on ways it can be done. Responsiveness is making ourselves available when needed, offering our thought and ideas, taking an active role in solving problems. Being part of a responsive team reduces the burden placed on a few and strengthens our responsiveness to our clients. Being responsive is keeping our clients informed. Keeping a client informed eliminates surprises. It helps us manage expectations. Ultimately, it positions us as a valued consultant possessing the skill and knowledge to get the job done while allowing the client to manage their business and operation needs. What role does empathy play in Vector's offering? Simple. If you have a concern, I am here for you, and I will listen. The best way to show empathy to our clients is through understanding. Taking the time and interest in learning the client's concerns. Taking these concerns into consideration when defining the work scope and planning out the activities. And by conveying the client's concerns to the workforce so that we set our team up for success. How do our tangibles differentiate Vector from our competitors? Upon first sight, you know you hired a professional. Here is where the rubber meets the road. Vector's tangibles are reflected in our process and procedures. Our process and procedures ensure standardization and consistency of the work performed. Tangibles are our tools and equipment. Keeping our tools and equipment in good working order and physical condition delivers assurance that you hired the right service company. It raises reliability and getting the job done in the allotted time period. It helps us to maintain our tool and equipment inventory so that we can be responsive to our clients' needs. When you think about it, there is no great mystery to service quality. In fact, it is not that difficult to understand. Every day of our lives, we are consumers. We have formed opinions and loyalties to certain businesses in our personal lives. Why? What are those attributes of a business and service that makes us loyal to that provider? What are the attributes of a business and service that leave a bad impression and cause us to not do business with that provider? Ask yourself, when I am providing a service, which attributes do I reflect to my clients? Every business knows that in order to thrive, it needs to differentiate itself in the mind of the consumer. Price has proved inadequate since there is a limit to how much a firm can cut back on its margins. Testing differentiation is also no longer enough to attract or retain customers since technological advances, industry best practice guides, and industry standards have resulted in many acceptance and maintenance tests becoming almost identical with very few tangible differences. Consequently, marketers have realized the importance of service differentiation as a sustainable strategy for competing for a customer's loyalty. A moment of truth is usually defined as an instance wherein the customer and the service organization come into contact with one another in a manner that gives the customer an opportunity to either form or change an impression about the firm. Such an interaction could occur through an employee of the firm's service offering, or both. Various instances could constitute a moment of truth, such as greeting the customer, handling customer queries or complaints, keeping the customer informed of test results and timelines, or making recommendations. Each customer contact and interaction is a moment of truth. Each of us have the ability to either satisfy or dissatisfy our customer when we contact and interact with them. A service recovery is satisfying a previously dissatisfied customer and making them a loyal client. Remember, we also have moments of truth with our colleagues. Each interaction with our work crew is a moment of truth. Each of us have the ability to be a positive influence on our crew or to negatively influence our crew. A leader is any individual who takes full ownership of his or her actions and behaviors, and who positively influences the actions and behaviors of others. This has been a Vector Power Quality Assurance presentation. Please discuss the points presented in this presentation with your coworkers and job team.